Resident Alien, Season 1, Episode 4 review.
I just have one thing to say. Ah, it's rigor mortis. My penis is dying.
and that officially puts us in the not for kids category.
In the
Sure.
episode. It's an actual line
Oh,
from
I'm
the
not saying that. I'm just saying the fact you repeat the line that checks the box, because there's a box in when you're uploading these things. Like, is this made for kids? Like, nope.
Nope.
Oh, I make sure to always check that or they remove my comment section.
Yeah, but yeah, I was just commenting on starting the stream off with that.
Yeah, but I am not safe for kids.
Okay, so
Mostly because I don't like them. As a general rule.
there's a lot going on in this episode.
There really is. And I know which thing you're talking about with I think I know what you were talking about with he has no idea how right he is because his wife just popped up.
Thank you. Yes, that was it. When Dex is like saying, like, probably it's like a wife that's gonna like come visit or something like that. It's like, oh, he has no
I
idea.
don't remember if I said
Yeah,
that, but if I did say that, well,
No,
give my
yeah, you did.
okay. If I did, well then pat myself on the back, or just
Yeah.
basic knowledge of how this sort of thing would work. Like, it was a lot sooner that this wife showing up was a lot sooner than I would have expected. But like, I would have thought they would have resolved like the dead body issue before they deal with the wife issue.
Oh, where's the fun in that? He has to scramble around to keep the dead body hidden from his wife. That's more fun.
Yeah, but I was thinking, like, they're not like, okay, there's a certain number of storylines you can do with this kind of show, and if the more creative you are, the more storylines you can come up with. But the more you stack them on top of each other, the quicker you're going to burn through your storylines. And
yeah, that's what you think.
like, it just seems like, well, that's generally how it works with a lot of shows, is if they try and get really dense with their storytelling, they're all balled up, and they run out of ideas in a season or two, and that's it. They're really good, but there's only like a season or two. Then others sort of take those storylines, those basic storylines you expect, and stretch them out longer. This show does not stretch its storylines out. It's a very dense show. Generally, occasionally they'll waste some time here and there, but for the most part, this show doesn't waste time. It doesn't waste time with little trivial things. It's like, nope, this is a storyline. This is a storyline. Oh yeah, we're gonna layer like 2 or 3 different storylines here, and it's like, oh.
They probably want to get as much out as they can before the show gets canceled.
That very well might be.
Well, and the fact that there's also the idea that this is also, I forget every once in a while that this is supposed. I have never read the comic. I don't know much about the comics, but apparently this is roughly based off. This is based off a comic, so he might just have. I don't know how long that's been going on. So if that
there might be a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
I haven't been able to find the comic yet. So, like, I'm not sure. I found a comic, but it's quite different from what the show is. I'm fairly certain it's not the Dark Horse comic.
Yeah. let's see. It's been published by Dark Horse Comics in installments of 4-issue miniseries since 2012. 5 miniseries have been completed, and a concluding 6 miniseries is in progress. Television adaptation for Sci-Fi starring Alan Tudyk premiered on January 27, 2021. Okay. But yeah, okay. So there's going to be there's 4-issue miniseries. So there's a 6 miniseries in progress. Assuming that has 4 issues, there's going to be a total of 24 issues of Resident Alien. So, yep.
And they're doing it looks like a full season this time.
Wait.
I mean, the new season is a full season. So,
How many were in this first season?
10.
10. Okay.
Yeah, there were 10 episodes in in the first season, and so far there've been 8, but that's because they broke it apart because they're doing a longer season.
Okay.
And they want to space it out more.
Fair enough. Especially if it's doing well, they may be using it to prop up other shows.
Yeah.
And COVID just making it a pain in the butt to try and film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because an incredibly contagious disease that every time somebody catches it, you have to set that, whoever that actor is or actress, they just have to be put off to the side, and you can't use them until they get over it. So you're going to have to shoot around it. Now, you probably have a lot to shoot, so you can shoot several things without it, but
especially with how dense these episodes are.
Yeah. And well, yeah, you're gonna have a lot to look through. But yeah, it's so storylines. Several here. We've got the kids breaking into his cabin and that whole storyline. His wife coming home, that's kicked off in this, or coming home, but visiting. Don't know how long don't know how long she'll stay, if she'll be there as a permanent fixture, or she'll stay, or he'll kill her and then dispose of her, and then oh no.
He eats her in one bite. Kidding.
Why would he eat her? She feeds him.
True.
But
that's the whole purpose of having a wife, isn't it?
Yeah, which makes all his romantic escapades a little more awkward.
With Darcy, yeah. Although, like, to be fair, he wasn't really the one initiating any of it. He's just like, whatever. I just need somebody to come with me so I don't have to so I don't have to deal with the kid. And Darcy's like, I'll go.
I don't know. I'm pretty busy. When is it? Like 9 p.m. Oh, I'm good.
It's like I'm busy I'm busy except from 5 to midnight. When is this? Which basically, I'm busy except for whenever you need me, because I'm totally not busy, but like I don't want to look desperate. I love all of the little one-liners in there, like, oh good, I'm free. I wasn't gonna pay you. That would make you a prostitute. And what makes you think that the body washed ashore? Oh, the currents and my balls. So yeah, the currents and the sheriff's balls. Well, you shouldn't trust your balls. they're nuts.
Oh yeah,
They
he
all
had
laugh, and it's
he had
like,
a shred
I made a joke.
yeah, he had a
Yes,
splinter
yes,
moment.
that's funny. Ha 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 ha.
I made a
It's
funny.
just like, I made a funny. Ha 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 ha. Yes. And then trying to redo the joke was so cringe because I know that feeling. It's like, I made a joke before, and then you just tell the punchline accidentally, and you're like, wait, no. It was funny, I swear. You had to be there.
uh, and the whole it's a very understanding key maker.
Yeah.
And the sheriff is like the sheriff in his Hot
Don't talk
Wheels.
to me. I find Tampa. Oh yeah.
What's
But
this
are
kid
you
gonna
really
do
surprised?
with it? He's just gonna take it home, play with,
Play
he's
it,
not gonna
get himself
appreciate
killed.
it.
He's just gonna play with it, and it's gonna roll out in the street, and he's gonna get hit by a car. And
Yeah.
I'm doing this town a favor by saving his life. And
Okay.
why are you being nice to me? I tried to kill you too. No, wait,
Three
three.
times.
Yeah, 3 times.
Uh,
And
we
Darth
also
and Ben.
found out that that he can hoop.
Oh yeah, sort of. He can
Can
sort of
hoop,
hoop.
but he can't dribble.
Whoop, whoop. No, that's why he needs to wear a bib. He can shoot. He just doesn't know how to play the game.
Yeah.
Like, how you have so much energy.
Well, to be fair, who hasn't felt that way with with trying to keep up with kids when you're our age?
And then well, there was also that what's an interesting character moment is the dream where
Oh
he's got the
yeah,
white picket fence and
that
everything, and then he opens up the package, and it's the bomb, and he's like he's all settled in and kind of gone native to the you know planet Earth, and it's just like, oh yeah, and now
oh,
I've
I drink
I've
now.
killed everybody I care about except for my wife here.
Apparently, I dream.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be funny if
And
oh, it just hit me that it'd be funny if his wife was also replaced by an alien that came by, and but then again but it's a different species of alien, and so they both don't realize that they're aliens, or that the original guy actually married an alien but wasn't aware of it, and so now so it's an alien dating an alien, but neither know that the other one is an alien. It's a funny twist anyway. Hello.
Could happen.
anyway.
um
Like, it's my mortal enemy, Bob from Mars.
what else? See, we had the dinner, had the hoops, the
They
keys, the whole scene with that.
Oh, 2 dead children in his basement.
Not dead, they're still
They're not
alive.
I know. It's
He
like
was
yeah, it's
disappointed.
like, It's like, no, they're still alive.
Oh no, they're still alive.
Which apparently his floaty thing shocks them or something.
It was an energy burst. I mean, it's clearly producing a massive amount of energy if it can create a levitation field.
No, not.
Well,
It seems like to me like the energy to hold something up wouldn't be that much, but like it depends on.
Okay,
It would
hold
just
your
be.
arm out with a glass of water in it.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Keep it held up.
I'm talking about like fields. Like you can, if he has harnessed something like a magnetic field, but just for normal objects, like if it's some sort of that technology, like it could just sit there. Like it didn't. It was holding up the apple with no inputs, so it's got whatever energy is holding it up is not something that's discharging quickly. Like it's something from within the technology that it is. I assume it's more of a field sort of situation, like a magnetic field, and it's like, you know, like if I was doing that as a practical effect, doing that apple floating on the thing, I would just have something like pick up something that has that lets something float on a by magnet and just put that magnet in the apple and then just put the apple on there and watch it just stay there and it would just stay. If I was doing that for a practical effect, I would think you could
yeah.
you get a way to balance the magnets just right so that it doesn't it's not falling out of that magnetic thing.
Maybe alien technology isn't properly grounded. Kidding.
Okay, maybe you guys didn't have the right conversion. Okay, like wrong plug converter.
Yeah.
Caused
Well,
caused a feedback.
yeah. Well, he did make it in a cave with a box of scraps. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Now you've got to and really hope she doesn't find the keys and go through the freezer and find the other you.
Yeah, but I mean, he wasn't expecting the kids to steal his keys.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not
Although
saying.
you saw how disappointed he was with the kid. I thought he was my friend, and he just used me for my keys. He was just stalling while his girlfriend stole my keys.
But yeah, now he's got to explain what's going on with the kids, and he's got to explain. He's like, and he's got his wife there that he's having to explain why he's probably very different, unless the guy he replaced was just as weird as he is. Like, that's like to a certain extent that's possible that the guy he replaced was weird too, but maybe weird in a different flavor. And then then he's just got to hope that she doesn't go digging too deep in that freezer of meat and finding the body. Not that was a bad part of his plan when he didn't think anybody would ever, the wife would come up. He
didn't know the wife. Just
yeah.
Like, he didn't really have much knowledge of the dude he replaced. He's just like, oh, body. I need a body.
Yeah, well,
I
you think he would, yeah. Well, he assumed she was dead. I mean, I guess he looked at the pictures, noticed he had a wife, and then just like.
No, he was being genuine. He was talking about his actual wife. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you'd still think he would have looked around the cabin to try and assimilate some sort of knowledge about the guy he's trying to replace so that he doesn't seem too out of place. Like, I mean, if he has to deal with people.
He wasn't planning on trying to deal with people.
Yeah, but he wasn't planning to, but like it was probably going to come up at some point, so like you'd think he would go, yeah, I'm gonna just, you know, like he took long enough to find out about the guy himself, like his, probably look through his, okay, what's the name of this guy? This, okay, and then probably looked around the cabin a little bit to find out, okay, what's here? Oh, it's a picture of him and a female of the
Well,
species.
you remember in the first episode, they just said he was that was like a weekend cabin.
Yeah.
Up until that point, he was only there for like a week at a time, once a year or something. So there might not even be pictures of the wife if the wife didn't usually come with.
That's possible, but I just haven't really sit there and studied the background and whether there are pictures, but that still doesn't say that there wouldn't be, like, and
Yeah.
whatnot. But
No, what I want to know is what exactly would the plan be if the kids were dead?
Yeah.
put them in the
If you're just
freezer
playing
and
alive
ditch
is
the
the dead
bites
one.
somewhere else,
No,
and then deal with them at the same time he deals with the other body.
No. Send them home and send the kids home, put them back in their bed so that when the parents go to find them in the morning, they'd be dead.
Creepy.
Yeah.
But yes.
I mean, isn't that what you normally do?
I plead the fifth.
That's like usual way to deal with that shit. I would think.
Okay.
What?
Anyway, and we also found out about those two, that they do seem to be working for the general, I think is what they referred to the guy as.
Mm-hmm.
Or
They're basically Men in Black.
yeah, it's like recover the alien. And it's like,
Not
okay.
kill everybody.
Yeah.
You and I have totally different assignments, bro. Because she is psycho bitch. Which I don't think is much of a spoiler because she went and straight up murdered somebody for no reason.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, that he's the far more reasonable one, and she's a bit more ruthless about this thing. Like he would like to win this. Like if they're in an encounter with somebody, he's more likely to just let the guy go and make him look like, and just have him be a crackpot that nobody takes seriously, and try and like he would want to look at his notes, but he would do it more surreptitiously, whereas she would just like, okay, straightest distance between 2 points, a straight line, cut the Gordian knot, kill him, and take the thing. Like,
I love the part like, does your body shake too when you pee? It's like,
no, do you shiver when you pee?
Oh, do you shiver when you pee? It's like, yes.
Sometimes.
Like, dude, the alien's right next to you.
Yeah. It's like, what? You think the alien's just gonna show up right next to you and just be like, "Hey, I'm an alien"? You two shiver when you pee? Yes. It's good, isn't it? It's like, dude, that is the most awkward conversation ever. How did he not figure it out?
Well, I mean, to be fair, there are weird people out there.
I know. I mean, look at Madrock.
Hey.
Am I
Thank
wrong?
you.
Exactly.
Thinking about me.
I try not to, but
Yeah, but I'm like kind of like a parasite that keeps in the back of your mind that slowly eats away at it.
I was thinking more pink
Doctor?
elephant. You don't think about pink elephants. Now all you can think about is pink elephants.
See,
Stop
the
thinking
thing
about
is,
pink elephants.
see, the thing is, I'm thinking about
What?
purple elephants.
Why are you guys talking about elephants?
Because I'm on drugs.
That makes sense.
Well, it's just sort of the
Are,
thing when you're
are you just
that's the
trying
common
to
example of something when you're told not to think about something and you can't stop thinking about that thing because they just told you not to think about it. That's the common example.
really?
I think so.
The only thing I even ever heard about pink elephants is that they like to parade when you get drunk. And that elephants apparently like to fantasize about pink elephants when they get drunk.
Anyway, but yeah, that's maybe I'm weird, but
Yeah. That's
but that I think that's more social convention, but I could be wrong. Anyway,
maybe it's a southern thing.
but anyway,
Texans.
anything else?
That explains it. You're from, the whole everything's big in Texas.
Wait.
There was
episode,
so much to unpack.
this episode or last episode where the whole daughter truth was found out?
It was this episode.
Yeah, there's that thing. It's like, wait, she's your daughter?
Yeah, well,
I mean, it was obvious. I mean, for like the first episode. Why did everything go quiet?
Oh, sorry, I was distracted. I was looking up the thing. I kind of got. What was it? What were you talking about?
I was saying that it's kind of like obvious that that was her daughter the whole time, but it was interesting that it kind of like, oh hey.
Yeah, he's the guy in the room that says the thing that nobody's supposed to say, but it becomes very obvious once he's said it, or everybody either knows or it becomes very obvious once he's said it.
Yeah. It's like, am I supposed to apologize? Like, it'd be nice. Yep, I knew it. Doc got kicked.
Yeah, it's probably like well, and she said as much that it was it was sort of a blessing in disguise. Like it's sort of something that needed to be said, but nobody wanted. She didn't want to say it, and so now she can get mad at him instead of herself.
Yeah.
Why did it cut me out?
I don't know. Skype
it doesn't like you.
Apparently, Skype stopped being a bitch. Where did it cut off? Like,
when I was mentioning the daughter thing.
okay, wow. I've just been talking to myself. Yeah, they found out. We found out last week, but they found out this week. Like it came out this week because the grandma's like, you should have a baby of your own, and she's like, no, and it's like, well, she already has one. Huh? She is her daughter. They have the same facial structure. They both eat like they're ravenous.
They both run out the door.
They run out whenever they get emotional. And
ooh.
Like but the grandmother does like Harry. It's like, I like this one.
That's you.
Man.
Which it's funny because for somebody who's trying not to get involved, he likes being around humans a lot.
Yes, until he has to piss. Like, I have to pee.
Well, no, he was just so happy he had to urinate.
Ugh.
You mean you don't get so excited you have to pee?
You too, fellow human, pee out of your finger? Uh,
Anyway.
That was from that Scream parody, right?
yeah, one of the scary movies. Kind of surprised you know that movie.
I have seen one of them.
Ah. Oh, I got nothing more.
No, nothing I really want to go over too much, I don't think.
There's stuff I want to go over, but I can't.
Because it's for future episodes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And some of it is spoiler even for you, so.
Oh, yeah, I figure as much.
Okay. Well,
Well, no, it's not because I told you about it before, but still.
all
Okay,
right.
everybody, make sure to subscribe, all that stuff, yada yada.